To me, the message that you are sending is that our women do not matter.
First Nations leaders from Manitoba calling for the resignation of Winnipeg Police Chief Danny Smythe after it was announced the WPS has decided not to search a landfill where the remains of 2 Indigenous women are suspected to be. The WPS believes the remains of Morgan Harris and Mercedes Myron are somewhere in a landfill just north of Winnipeg. However, due to several factors, including thousands of tons of wet compacted construction clay, asbestos, and animal remains, the search for the women's bodies was deemed unfeasible. Following the decision, Chief Kyra Wilson of Long Plain First Nation, where both Harris and Myron are from, wants Smythe to step down. She says the decision not to search is sending a dangerous message.
That if somebody wants to target and hurt our women, that they can dump them in the landfill and no one will look for them.
Not only have you refused to search these landfills, you have presented no alternative routes for how we can give these women peace.
Kira Harris, daughter of Morgan Harris, says she is fed up with the lack of action to find her mother's body and is also calling for Chief Smythe to resign.
If you can't help us, if you don't feel you're capable of finding these women, then you should step down and give someone else a chance to make the right decision and give us a resolution.
Forensic anthropologist Phoebe Stubblefield has worked with the FBI on landfill investigations. When asked if a search of the Prairie Green landfill on any level is possible, she says,
the answer is a guarded yes.
with enough resources, experts, and time, searching the landfill could be possible, says Stubblefield. However, she recognizes law enforcement has to make a call on safety and feasibility, and the asbestos could be causing concerns for the health and safety of those actively searching through the hazardous material.
You have to balance the risks. And so a landfill has special risks because at the end of the day, we don't want to add to the fatalities.
Indigenous leaders and family members of the victims speaking in Ottawa, calling on support.
Winnipeggers, Manitobans, Canadians, we ask you to stand with us in trying to find resolve to this so that we can bring our loved ones home.
City News reached out to Police Chief Danny Smythe for an interview. He did not respond before deadline. In Winnipeg, Mark Neufeld, City News. Manitoba Premier Heather Stephenson and Mayor of Winnipeg Scott Gillingham announcing late this afternoon that operations are being paused at the landfill where 2 alleged murder victims' bodies are suspected to be. The Premier confirming that the private operator of the Prairie Green landfill had paused activity prior to the city and province reaching out. Mayor Gillingham says the pause will allow time for further guidance from the Indigenous community and law enforcement about next steps.